Relationship advice wise, like what maybe are the do's and don'ts of a relationship? Do you think that's what it should be?
Yeah.
Or our opinion
That's
of
good.
what our opinion of the do's and don'ts. We've just been seeing like a lot of like our younger generation, mostly younger, but there's a lot of people that, you know, like social media is like really predominant right now as far as like how to express yourself, and you post, I guess, everything, what you ate that day, everything. And me and my husband were talking about how some people, when they have fights or arguments or with their spouses or their girlfriends or even family, they post it on social media, and how that's there forever. And even if after that fight is already gone, like that's there and people have seen it, and it affects how, like, let's just say your mom is your friend on Facebook, and they're seeing this fights going on between you and your spouse, and of course your mom's gonna stick up for you. And then when you and your spouse are done with that fight, sometimes like that stigma of that fight still sticks with your relationship, because even though you guys are over it, like people still give your spouse or you the side eye. You know what I'm saying? Like those are some things that you should just keep private between you and your relationship. That and like
Right, because things a lot of times during a dispute or something like that, things get said on both sides that you can't take back. Like, I mean,
and you say it out of being angry.
right,
You
anytime
might
a
not
couple fight,
necessarily feel like that, but you say it out of anger.
when a couple fight, you always got to go into the mindset like it's not gonna last forever. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually they gonna make up, but a lot of the stuff that's said on both sides, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't forget that,
Yeah.
and it's hard to get past that. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, my suggestion personally, I mean, like anytime you fighting, or I mean, couples gonna go through their disagreements or whatever like that, man, keep that between you two and the people you confide in. Cause
Yeah, like everybody has to have that one person that you can talk to about it, like, you know, like your best friend or whatever. Talk to them about it, but don't air your dirty laundry out there.
right, because like, I mean, like people like your friends on Facebook, they may know of you, but they don't know the dynamic of your relationship. That's why you I mean, like you can confide in the people you confide in.
Yeah.
And leave it at that, man. Everybody don't need to know your business, because one, you got a lot of people on social media that don't want to see you together. You know what I'm saying? They want to see you. Yeah, they jealous
or they want your girl or your man.
Facts.
And they'll slide right up in them DMs because they're
That's
not,
a fact.
Their relationship isn't as perfect as they portray it to be. Let me slide in this person's DMs because,
right,
you know, they found a little crack in the foundation.
Look.
But
kink in the armor.
we from personal experience, this is all like experience stuff that's happened around us, close and far in the family, but like calling family members, especially calling your mother. Like if you're having a dispute between you and your spouse, like the last person you should call is your mother, or that person, your spouse's mother. Like you guys are already grown, and you should try to figure it out on your own. Personally, that's how I feel. Or call the person that you feel comfortable to confide in. But once you get the parents involved and stuff like that, you know your mom is gonna go tell her sister, her family. Like it just spreads like a wildfire,
right.
You know, and it's like it just gets out of control. Like then, like I said, the spouse that you've been talking all bad about, that stigma sticks with them, and then you decide to stay with them, and then they walk around feeling that tension or not feel like they're being treated the same way, because they're probably not, because of the stigma that you put on them.
Right.
It's just better to keep it to yourself. Personally, that's how I feel.
And I think that's I mean, that's partly the reason how we've been together so long. We've been able to keep our relationship strong because we.
Yeah, we've had not physical fights, but arguments and disagreements and
just like every other couple, but we figure it out, man. You don't tell everybody your business. I mean, social media is what it is. I mean, I'm more of a loner anyway, so I don't tell everybody my business anyway. Like,
yeah, it's better that way, honestly.
To me it is.
But like I said, like if you want your marriage to survive or your relationship to survive, like I don't know. It's like cool if you go ask like your older family member, successful couples, like advice. I get that, but don't call like in the heat of an argument and you guys are arguing back and forth and like it just doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good on your relationship. It doesn't, and it never goes away.
Right.
As soon as you get into another fight, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you remember that one fight they had where that happened?" Or "Do you remember that one time that happened?"
Right.
They're always fighting this and that and this and that. It's just like, it's just better to keep it private if you can. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Because every marriage has disagreements. Every marriage has arguments. Every marriage is not perfect, but you have to have your partner. You and your partner have to be on the same page where you guys both are like, okay, we have to promise each other, like, okay, if we do have a disagreement, we're not going to go to bed mad at each other. We're going to try to work it out. Or if things get too heated, if you get upset or whatever, we got to walk away. One of us has to walk away and get fresh air and cool off and, and then we'll come back and meet up and try to figure it out. But I don't know. I guess that has to be a mutual thing though, because I hate going to bed mad.
Right.
When we're upset, like I can't sleep, and then you like look over at your partner and they're like all sound asleep and you're all angry inside. Like trying to throw the pillow on you low key. But you guys kind of like, as far as advice, like don't go to bed with unresolved issues. Right. I mean, I know some issues just can't, they need time and they can't be fixed overnight, but if there's real true love and true what do you call it? Love and respect for that person. Yeah, especially respect. Like you shouldn't down your partner like that to your family, or to your friends or anybody, because then they're not going to show respect for them.
Right.
They're not going to show respect to them, and then like you bring that person around. Trust me, they feel it. Trust me, they can tell.
For sure.
So it's just better to resolve your relationship issues in your relationship, not
keep it in the house, man.
Keep it in the house.
That's the best way to resolve something. Keep it in the house and resolve it like that. You know what I mean? That's it. Keep it in the house and be open to resolve it. You got to be open. Both sides got to be open to resolve it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be stubborn one way or another. Both sides got to be open to solving what you're trying to get past.
Yeah.
We always got the mindset that whatever we're going through, we're gonna get past it.
Yeah.
That's how we approach it. So, I mean, that's what works for us. Different strokes for different folks though, but we keep our business in house, man.
I mean, you can imagine how many disagreements and arguments we've had if we've been together for 20 years. Like,
exactly.
Everything hasn't always been perfect. It's still not perfect, but it's perfect for us,
Right.
You have to just learn how to navigate through your relationship
and we got parents and aunts and uncles and older cousins or whatever. We know a relationship ain't perfect, man. That's only for TV, man. How they show us on TV. I mean, that's for sitcoms, man. We know a relationship ain't perfect, 100% perfect.
Right.
But you know, I mean, that's what you. I don't we both like committed people. You know what I'm saying? Like we when we got married, I mean that's a commitment that both of us were willing to, you know, fulfill. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. It's not a movie script or something. This is marriage. This is something that we both, you know, came to the table that we're gonna be committed and see it all the way through. We're gonna get through whatever obstacles we gonna get through and keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And when you get married young, like we did, like it gets so much easier the older you get, like into your marriage. Like you grow up together and you learn how each other is to the point where like you guys just flow together, you know? I don't know. That's what I think.
And we started from the very bottom, man. From the very, very bottom. We were both young. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't based off no monetary, what this person had. We both were young, both trying to figure it out. And we've been on this journey together, man, 20 years later.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
Yeah.
Still going strong. But, yeah, that's about it, though.
Yeah, we just want to tell you guys, like, if you really truly cherish your marriage and your relationship, just try to fix it yourself. If you can't fix it yourself, go to somebody out of your family, because family sometimes makes things so much worse. And the fact that they're going to be biased with you because you're their
That's
family.
the key. Yeah, it's going to be biased.
You kind of need, if you need to go to counseling or whatever it is to get your guys' stuff together, if you like really truly love each other to the point where you just, even though things are jacked up right now, like I can't see myself with nobody else and whatever, like go seek counseling. Like it's out there. There's
right.
Counseling, there's even books you guys can read together as a couple to try to get through those times, but it has to be a joint effort. It can't be one person holding the relationship up. Like it needs to be joint effort.
Right.
It has to for sure be a joint effort.
Absolutely.
But
and you got podcasts, and you got YouTube, man.
Yeah, there are a lot of
YouTube is one of the most useful tools, man. Like it just depends on what information you're trying to gather. YouTube got all the information you need. You know what I'm saying? You can go to you don't have to look far. You can go to YouTube. We like YouTube anyway. You might as well seek the information that you're seeking. Get some answers.
Yeah. But anyway, we just wanted to give y'all that little quick drop that knowledge to y'all. If we could give y'all some, we wanted to tell y'all that because we just noticed that it's a trend, especially in the younger couples, the younger generation. I mean, maybe it's in our generation too, but I haven't really noticed it as much. But I'm also not on social media like that at all anymore, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm on social media. It's our age group too. It's just kind of like it just depends, man. Like you can't get all the way consumed.
I think it's toxic, man. It's such a toxic thing to get people involved in your marriage or relationship. Like it just.
Right.
There's just some things you can't go back from. Like.
Facts.
You just can't come back from that sometimes. Because you're embarrassed or ashamed or.
Right.
You know, there's just some things you can't come back from.
And then, like she was saying earlier, in the heat of the moment, when you telling somebody your situation in the very heat of the moment, I mean, like just say me for instance, I'm being told something like, "What he did that to you?" Man, I done got pissed now. I done got out of my character and said something slick, and you know what I'm saying? I don't care how that person feel about it. Well, once cooler heads prevail, that same couple back together, because 99% of the time, they're going to be back together. It's just a little phase they're going through at the time. But, hey, I done said something, and he heard it, he feeling a certain kind of way, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I said what I said, and that's how I feel, and that's what it is. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, them feelings be there. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to forgive like your mate or something, but when somebody outside your relationship say something slick, it's a little, for some reason, it's a little harder to forgive. You know what I mean? And,
yep.
Man, it's been happening since forever. So, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta watch what you say, because at the end of the day, you can say whatever you want, talk bad about her, him or her. Man, not 99% of the time they still gonna be together. But hey, words have already been said. It is what it is. But you know, just keep that in mind, though.
Good job, old man.
Wow.
On that note, we out. I think we did good. That's enough, you think?
Yep.
We touched on it. Y'all let us know what you think and let us know your opinion about it. I'd like to know.
Definitely.
I mean, we're in the mid 30, 40 age. I was gonna say era age, but
Right.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess any relationship could be messy, but I want to know what your guys' opinions are. Let us know.
Yeah, give us some feedback. Tap in, tell a friend.